Well, I did get a camera. Ended up getting the Canon Power Shot. Something that RP recommended. I'm kind of curious as to how good the videos are. They look okay on the screen. They seem to they seem to upload fairly fast. So I don't know a lot about the thing, and probably I'm not going to learn all that much about it. But here it is. Got a tripod, so I can take some other videos when I get working on this thing. Hopefully in another week or so, and see what happens. I did take a few videos of some of the new parts that I bought, and I want to go ahead and post them up. Maybe I'll put them all in one video, or maybe make them into individual videos, or I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens anyway. But here's my new camera. Well, just got done cleaning the shop, although it probably doesn't look clean to some of you guys. Trust me, it's cleaner than it was. Didn't get a lot done on the hot rod in the last week or so. Been real busy. Had to get a vehicle for my wife. Her car died, so had to go buy her a vehicle and get that home and situated. But anyway, I did get the shop cleaned up. Starting to feel like maybe I might be a hoarder when I look at some of the things I saved, but I don't know. I just can't bear to throw some of that stuff away. Little pieces of metal that, if I didn't have it, I'd have to cut it off in a bigger piece. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm a hoarder. Grinding wheels. I keep all my old grinding wheels in case I need a small one to fit in some spot. Doesn't look like there's much use, but I could cut something with that. Cut off wheels, grinding wheels. Can't bear to throw them away. But anyway, there's my some of my part stash for the old rat rod spotlight I got at a flea market down in Woolwich. The whole rig. It's not really shiny, which is what I wanted. Wire and harness, bunch of parts I've been buying in the last couple of months. Whenever I see something that catches my eye there, I go ahead and get it. Bought a shifter and a wire and harness, and I was going to make a lot of that stuff, but you know, time starts catching up to me, and I really want to get this thing done, so maybe I'll save a little time on buying some of those parts instead of making them, and I won't really compromise the rat rod part of it. It'll still be what it is. So, well, here's another cool item I picked up for the old hot rod. I was going to build a shifter out of some old rusty piece of metal, or you know, there was a number of different things I was going to do, but I figured I'd go with this shifter right here. Found it online. I had to hunt quite a while to find a non-ratcheting shifter because I didn't want that. I didn't want somebody to get in the hot rod that's never driven it before and take them 20 minutes to figure out how to get it out of park or anything. So this is just a pretty basic, you know, straight line shifter, no ratcheting action. Just push down on the stick. Locks it out of reverse, and simple cable operated, so I don't have to make up linkage rods or any of that kind of stuff. And again, I know with the rat rod theme, you know, it's you know, I guess you're supposed to build things like that, but in this particular case, I just thought this was a lot easier. I could remove the stick and put anything I want on there. Pull it out of the box. Came with a t-shirt that probably would have fit me back when I was 4 years old, but now forget it. But there's the stick. It's pretty chrome, but I can take care of that with a grinder. Probably won't be using this knob. It's got a little backup light switch. If that happens to get hooked up, then fine. Comes with all different hardware for different transmissions, and this Ford transmission is one of them. Bolts. Also comes with a boot. It's kind of, I probably won't use that. Probably do something round or homemade. And also brand new cable. It works. Should be pretty straightforward. Pretty simple to hook up. I can basically cut the stick off right here and put anything I want on it for a shifter. If I want something crusty or rusty or whatever, shouldn't be a problem. I'll still have the mechanism. Don't have any buttons that we have to pick up on or any of that kind of stuff to make it operate. So I don't know. This was pretty cheap money. I think it was like $129, $139 with free shipping. So that was an eBay piece. But that's what I'm going to use for the shifter. A couple of new pieces for the hot rod. I ended up instead of building it from scratch or taking it out of another vehicle, I ended up finding this brake pedal set up, fully adjustable, to move the pedal forward and back, which is going to be pretty handy once I get it in there, because I don't really know how much room I'm going to have and how much I'm going to need and this and that and the other thing. But you simply cut this off. Once you get this adjusted to wherever it is you want it to be, simply cut this thing off. This is a hanger adjustment that once you cut it off, you can put it wherever you want. The rod is adjustable, so that when the pedal is moved back, you can actually adjust that. It goes into a 7-inch booster, and I'm going to use it. Power brakes. I know it's still going to run drums, front and rear, but at least it'll be power assisted. And the master cylinder is actually a Corvette style master cylinder. It was probably made in Taiwan or something, but anyway, I'm sure it'll work. And it's basically the old style Corvette master cylinder. I think this will make light work of getting brakes hooked up. Plus I'll be able to adjust the pedal really easy as far as for clearance and all that. So this was a piece I got from Speedway. There's a bunch of people selling them on eBay too. I forget now what it was total, but I think it was around $150 for everything. The master cylinder, the booster, the pedal, the whole 9 yards. So I figured I couldn't go to a junkyard and find a piece and make it retrofit the thing to fit in here and work cheaper than I could just go buy this, and it's all done pretty much. So that's what I'm going to go with as far as the brakes go. I did get new wheel cylinders and all new lines and hoses and all that kind of stuff, but obviously I'm going to have to plumb it all. But this will be the base anyway for it. Should be a good system. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you my wiring harness I picked up. I think it's a pretty good harness. I've used just about every brand out there for wiring harness with hot rods. I'm not going to name the brands, but and they're all pretty good. Some have their downfalls. I mean, some of them don't come with headlight pigtails. Some of them don't come with sockets. Some of them that you buy, you're just buying a fuse panel, with post on it. And, I guess it all depends on how much work you want to actually do. This I saw online. A couple of the, jigs or Summit or any of them, they have a harness like this. eBay, there's a bunch of people selling them on there in all different configurations. But this Keep It Clean wiring accessories, never heard of them, but I figured I'd take a chance on it. $139, free shipping, and I'm pretty impressed. I mean, it comes with a really nice looking fuse box, has the new style fuses, plug-in style fuses. It comes with flashers and for whatever they are. It doesn't really much matter, I guess, on that. One of the real cool things I like, the whole entire fuse box will disconnect from the harness. So that's pretty neat. You know, especially with this long run of wires, definitely make it easier running wires. This does come with headlight pigtails for you know, steel beam style headlights. Steering column plug for GM column and others. Gives you a bunch of different options. And I think for the money, it's a pretty good little harness. I mean, you know, it came with enough wiring to go all the way to the front, all the way to the back. A couple other of the companies that sell harnesses, you end up needing to run your own wires to the back and, you know, up to the headlights and this and that. So I mean, hey, we'll see how it is quality-wise. It looks decent. You know, the connectors all look good. Everything plugs in really tight. I guess time will tell, but I figured I'd try this out. You know, it makes it a lot easier than making a harness, although I'm not going to have all that many circuits on here probably, but you never know. And chances are I'm going to be working on this thing through the winter. I was hoping to get the thing done, you know, before cold weather came, but that's not going to happen. Like, there's just too much to do and just not enough time to do it. You know, we got to deal with winter here coming up, and gonna start putting away firewood and getting things buttoned up around here. I mean, this is Maine, so. But anyway, there's my wiring harness. Like I say, I think it's gonna be a pretty good harness. Time will tell, but price was right, and there it is, complete.